All right, it's been a long time. A bunch of stuff has happened, and so I look at the screen and I have a picture of me here, and then when I when I'm looking at it, it looks like I'm looking off in one direction. So I have to remember that the camera's right here, so I have to look at it so it doesn't look like I'm got a lazy eye or something. Um, okay, bunch of stuff has happened. So let me see if I can remember it. First of all, sort of cleaned up the room here. You can see it a little bit. Get out of the way. Put some pictures up on the wall, and you can see some more stuff there. And there's some stuff behind me, but I'm too lazy to. Well, maybe I can pick this up. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, I think I just let the power cord out, but there we go. Okay, so stuff. But now let me see if I can find that power cord, because oh, there it is. Okay. So, um, okay. So I had heart surgery on August 2nd. Uh, there's this valve in my heart. I'm adjusting the microphone here. Um, that was not closing properly. So, okay, this is my valve motion here. And, it's the valve in between your left ventricle and your left atrium. So, and I had to learn about all this, so I'll let you all know. Okay, so the left atrium is that part of your heart that the oxygenated blood from your lungs comes into. And then the left ventricle is the part that pumps the blood out to the rest of your body. So it's the biggest part, biggest chamber, I guess. So, anyways, that valve in between those two chambers, instead of doing this, was sort of doing this. It wasn't closing properly. So when the heart would pump, contract, instead of, you know, being efficient and all the blood going out to the body, it would back up into the atrium. Not supposed to do that. So I didn't ever really notice it. I didn't have any symptoms, like I wasn't, well, I don't know, maybe I did, but like, fatigue or, uh, circulatory problem, like my, hands swell up or something. Um, but in June, I went in for because they found out about this valve problem, which caused a heart murmur, about I don't know a dozen years ago. So I had to go into the what do you call cardiologist once a year and get an echocardiogram. And so when I had that done this past June, the cardiologist said, "Hey man, you need to get this fixed. Heart is starting to enlarge, all this stuff." So I had this surgery in August 2nd, something like that. And what they did was, this was really cool. First of all, I got to show you the scar. Here, hold on. Right there. Okay. And then this was like a drainage hole or something. So, they didn't have to split my chest open, which is great. Um, they went into the heart. Obviously, they had to stop it from pumping and everything. And they took like strings of Gore-Tex and anchored the valve flaps down so that they would close better, and then they put a little rubber donut on the two flaps so that they would, I guess, close. But I don't understand how it works. But anyway, so that's what they did. And I was in the hospital for, I don't know, 5 days or something. And let me tell you, first of all, if you need to get some rest, relaxation, whatever, don't go to a hospital. I mean, this was a great hospital. Even the food was good, okay? But 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. every morning, some guy came by to take an X-ray. And then, about every couple hours, they were poking or prodding you or taking blood samples, or the what do you call, blood pressure cuff was going off or something, you know. Heaven forbid I had to get up and take a pee. I mean, that was a whole operation right there, because I was determined that I wasn't going to use a bedpan. Ugh. And then my poor wife is sitting over here sleeping on the couch. I think I went in on like a Monday, And then her birthday, 30th birthday was it 30th? No, hold on. No, 31st birthday. Is that right? Okay. She's going to see this. I'm going to get in trouble. Um, was like Thursday. So, Thursday rolls around. I'm like, happy birthday. Laying there in the bed and everything. Excuse me, I got to have a sip of my fine Starbucks coffee. Mm. So, yeah, that was an operation. And then I couldn't work. Like the doctor said I couldn't go to work for like a month. And let me tell you, it got depressing when all those judge shows. You got your Judge Judy and I can't even remember them now. I tried really hard to forget, like Judge Hatchet or whatever, Divorce Court, all that stuff. It got bad when you started recognizing the reruns. Oh man, I've seen this judge show before. Okay, so that's when I started calling the doctor and it's like, hey man, I need to go back to work. Write me a little note or whatever you got to do. So finally, I get ready to go back to work about the 1st, and I started going for this cardiac rehab, which basically is like, like a gym basically, but your trainer is a nurse, and they're sitting there and watching over you, make sure you don't have a heart attack or whatever. And so I go in for that first episode or session or whatever you want to call it. And what they do is you walk in and it's they hook you up to like a monitor of some kind, so that they can measure your heart, and make sure that it's you've seen those graphs with a little squiggly line, and if it goes flat, you're in trouble. Well, okay, so that's basically, I have one of those devices hooked up to me. Like, hey man, you've got some kind of irregular heartbeat. Oh really? Well, shit, I don't feel anything. I have been pretty tired the last several days before that, but whatever. So they called the cardiologist, and the cardiologist was like, come see me today. Okay, right. So I go over there. They hook me up to some other kind of echocardiography, whatever machine. And they're like, yeah, you've got this arrhythmia or something. So the deal was like, apparently the heart didn't like getting poked and having strings tied up inside of it and everything. So it started the atrium. That's what it was. Started beating irregularly, and so that's they wouldn't let me work out while I had this heart issue. So what they had to do, had to go back to the hospital, different hospital this time, and they basically shocked me. They gave me that propofol or whatever the Michael Jackson deal was. Oh, I think I got like 2 minutes left. I better hurry up. And they put little electric pads like right here, and then another one farther down, and they just shocked the hell out of me. I won't say shocked the hell out of me. I mean, it was a tiny little shock, and I was unconscious, so I didn't even know it was there. And the heart said, like, holy shit, they're serious. I better start beating, like a normal heart, which it did, and I felt better almost instantly. So that was like a Friday, and then before Labor Day. And so next Tuesday, I went back to work, and that was last week. And so I'm doing much better, feeling much better. A little frustrating though, because I lost a lot of my strength, such as it was. Sitting home and watching Judge Judy. So I'm just building up with this rehab. I have to go 3 times a week for like 3 months, and I'm hoping that by the end of it, I'll be able to get back to cycling and all that other stuff. Okay, look, I've got like 30 seconds left. Okay, so sorry about rattling on. I'll see if I can't think of something else to talk about. I mean, I don't want to get local on you, but there are all kinds of problems here in Dallas and Texas, and you got these elections coming up, and I mean, hell, it's a mess. So I'll talk to everybody later, and hopefully I can get this maybe uploaded without causing too many problems. Okay, I got like 5 seconds, so I'll talk to everybody later. Goodbye.